Range fans, were back at it on the 50-yard line. And with the KRG Bravo, the Tikka T1X, and also the Vortex Diamondback. You know where this rifle comes from. Comes from old Big Red. As a matter of fact, before we get into shooting today, let me just tell you a quick story. We went over to Big Red's house, my daughter's house, yesterday. Yep, it's the weekend. We went over there yesterday to take them out to dinner for some accomplishments in the family. That's all great, fine, and dandy. And also looking for the wife a ride, an automobile. Boy, there was tension in the car. You know, I showed up without his rifle, and he was looking some kind of way. I mean, he was giving me the old side eye, if you know what I mean. Well, that's why we're back out here, is because the comments were overwhelming that you wanted to see more of the Tikka T1X on the Day at the Range channel. So what way better to wrap this thing up, at least with this Tikka and also boat shims from triggershims.com, than with the 2023 challenge. Go and see that previous video. You saw the CZ452 in the 2023 Z challenge, where I called out all those great shooters. They know who they are. I'm not going to mention them by name. By the way, I did miss one. I got to own up to it to the rest of the fellas. Man, I thought I had emailed Josh. I went back through my sent items, and I've got to own up to it. I missed him. And Josh, I owe you a humble apology, because I was calling you out big time for you making fun of me of always shooting on that glorious ransom rest of mine. I got the bags out. I did get some questions as to why the bags? Well, when you see this Z challenge, if you haven't seen the previous video, I've got to move from target to target. That ransom rest holds it so steady for premium accuracy that I decided to shoot from bags. That's the story behind it. Nothing more, nothing more. Well, we're going to put this Tikka to the test today on the 2023 challenge with some SK rifle match. SK rifle match, folks. It's time to do some shooting. 40 degrees out here, but it's supposed to be the calmest day with 10-mile-an-hour winds for this week. So we're going to get this challenge done, put some rounds on target, and see where the Tikka ranks against the CZ452. You want to go over there and see how I did and see how I'm scoring these. 50% of the score is based on group. 50% of the score is based on time. Go look at that previous video, dayattherange.com. Let's do some shooting. All right, range fans, let's do this. I got 3 magazines loaded up. 3 magazines. I think 8 rounds, I believe, in the first 2 and 9 rounds in the last, because there's 5 targets, 1-inch targets, downrange at the 50-yard line that will require 25 rounds, of course. And again, with SK rifle match. We're going to start with the timer off the rifle, set the timer at the beep, go at it. And this is cold, folks. 40 degrees out, cold barrel. So no ciders or anything like that. All right. Okay, hands. I know. Boy, them Fred Sanford hands coming to get me. All right, let's get at it, folks. Here we go. Let's get them loaded up. And start with the bolt open, magazine in. Here we go. Uh-oh. Nope, that's not here we go. I've got the noise turned off on the phone because I'm getting quite a few text messages this morning from the challenge. By the way, asking all kinds of questions. What if you only have 1 magazine? I think if you have 1 magazine and you have to reload, pause the timer and reload and then go back at it. Maybe we'll give you an extra 2 seconds off of your official time. So the way this works is I will give myself, for setting the timer, 1-man show, setting the timer, stopping the timer, 5 seconds off my original time or submitted time, right? Those that need to reload, you got to have at least 1 magazine reload through this thing. So those that have one magazine and want to participate, we want you to participate. So pause the timer, load your magazine, put it in, get the timer going. And maybe for those, what do you guys think? Come on, Day at the Range fans. Tell us how to keep it fair and fun. Maybe for those that have one magazine, we go with 7 seconds off instead of 5. All right, now let's get after it. Whew, here we go. Ooh, low. My time's gonna suck. Oh boy, here we go. Not looking good for the old Tikka and the revolver guy. Oh man, I forgot where I left off. Ooh, that's not a great plan loading those magazines like that, folks. You almost kind of forget where you left off on the targets, and you got to have 5 on each target. Ah! And that's it. Oh no, my phone locked. Stop the time. So, even with my phone locking, I'm still going to give myself, it comes up to 1:39 as a complete time. And what we say, 1:50 is the total time. Whoo, I barely made it. Yeah, loading the magazines that way. I wouldn't suggest doing it this way. So it does take a little strategic planning beforehand. That is 1:39. You take 5 off of that, you come up with 1:34. So there you have it, folks. A different way of doing the challenge. We'll get home, measure these groups, put up the score, and tack it on to the end of this video. Hey, thanks for joining, folks, and stick around because you're going to want to see the score. Here we go. Oh, Tikka, I'm sorry. I should have planned out this stage a little bit better. Word to the wise. Plan out your stage, your magazine changes, how you load your magazines, etc. Enough with the excuses. Scorecard, 134 seconds, the final time. Smallest group, 0.551. Largest group, 0.710 for an average group size of 0.616. And now we bring in the magic for a final score of 24.523. Whew, I know I can do better than that. At least I hope so. Man, that's getting close down to 0 for the Z challenge. I don't want me to be the first. But anyways, there you have it, folks. It was a wonderful and fun day out on the range today, and I hope you can get out on the range and join me on this challenge. Go over to dayattherange.com. You can download the target or any of the challenge targets. Even if you want to shoot the challenge target from 2021 and 2022, let me know. Email it to me. I'll score it. Put up your own web page. Your own web page at dayattherange.com to post as many pictures as you would like to tell your story to show how much fun we have. Mr. Revolver Guy, signing out.